Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Chemistry by Praveen. So today I am going to discuss about the topic is NaCl is a ionic compound whereas the HCl is a covalent. What will be the reason? If you see once NaCl, so generally if you talk about the ionic compounds, the bond formed between the electropositive and the electronegative, or one atom is loses its electron, another atom is gain its electron to get the stability. This means the bond formed between the metal and non-metal. So the electronegativity difference is also more than 1.7. This means more than the two electronegativity should be there. So if you talk about the NaCl, if you are talking about the NaCl, sodium and chloride, if you are talking about, so chlorine is always will be like electronegativity is a 0, sodium will be like a 0.9. So electronegativity difference is nothing but the 2.1. So more than the 1.7. This means more than the 2 will be there. So automatically when the electronegativity difference is more than the 2, that time we will ionic bond will form. One atom is completely loses electron, another atom is completely gain its electron. So when if it's talk about the covalent bond, the bond formed between the two atoms, sharing and pairing of electron will take place between the two atoms. Generally, if you talk about the covalent bond, non-metals, between the non-metals and non-metals only it will be happen. So for example, HCl is there, no? HCl is there. So hydrogen and chlorine. Of course, hydrogen is a non-metal. So who's having the electronegativity is equal to 2.1. Chlorine having the electronegativity is equal to 0. So what will be the electronegativity difference? Electronegativity difference is equal to 0.9. So mainly based upon the electronegativity, it is having the very less electronegativity difference between the hydrogen and chlorine. That's why it will form the covalent bond. It is forming the covalent bond. So here you can see that any compound is not completely purely covalent. So 100% we cannot expect the covalent. So for example, it is a polar covalent. It is a polar covalent bond. HCl is not a covalent, it is a polar covalent if you talk about. So if you see the HCl, so the electronegativity negativity towards the chlorine is more. So automatically what will happen, almost like 14% of the electron from the hydrogens will transfer towards the chlorine. That's why we'll show like this. So partially chlorine will acquire the negative charge, partially hydrogen will acquire the positive charge. That's why it is called as a polar covalent bond. So of course, if anyone, if the in the given data is electronegativity data, they mention how to identify the given compound is a polar, non-polar, ionic compound. So if you talk about the ionic compounds, if you talk about the ionic compound, electronegativity difference is more than the 2 should be there, greater than the 2 will be there. So if you talk about the polar covalent, if you talk about the polar covalent, the electronegativity difference is like in between the 0.2 1.7, HCl having 0.9. So what covalent, non-polar covalent like Cl2, N2, like that, non-polar covalent, homo non atoms, non-metallic atoms, the electronegativity difference is equal less than 0.5, less than the 0.5. So why HCl exists as a covalent? That means polar covalent. The electronegativity difference between the chlorine and the hydrogen is very less, and hydrogen is a non-metal. That's why it is a polar covalent bond. So this is the method to calculate, identify the whether it is the ionic bond. For example, if you see NaCl, HCl is equal Cl2, non-polar covalent bond. Here we will get the partially positive charge, partially negative charge. This is the today topic. So thank you for watching.